You can consider me a peace-loving person. Sa buong buhay ko, wala pa akong nakasuntukan. Well, except for that one time in grade 2 when I was playing with my classmates and someone unintentionally hit me in the face. I've never picked a fight with anyone my whole life. When the situation calls for it, I would even play the role of a peacemaker and help settle an argument. I would never harm anyone intentionally. But I know that when the life and well-being of my family are at risk, if someone is threatening the people I love, I will fight for them. When the situation calls for it, I will even take a bullet for them. I know most of you can relate to this. You may have avoided conflict your whole life, but you do know what are of utmost importance to you. And there may come a time when you have to fight for the people you love, especially when the people you're fighting for do not have the capacity to fight for themselves. Now, what will you do if the people who need that kind of help are not your loved ones? They are not part of your family or your network of friends, but they are neighbors, people you see in the streets, people who share a common humanity with us. You see, there are people in our community who may not be aware of their rights as citizens, and someday you may find them being taken advantage of by other people. There are people who are threatened or even harmed by more powerful people. And the harm they suffer may not just be physical, it may be financial or emotional or psychological harm. Money and property may be taken away from them, or they may suffer verbal abuse or are manipulated to do things they would not normally do. Their lives are at stake. The lives of their loved ones are on the line. And you're right there to see all these. What are you going to do? There are many people in our country who are too poor. They have no resources to fight back against others who steal away their property, their rights, their well-being, and even their lives. If you see this being done to them right in front of you, how will you respond? The book of Jeremiah reminds us what the right thing to do should be. Thus says the Lord, do justice and righteousness, and deliver from the hand of the oppressor him who has been robbed. And do no wrong or violence to the resident alien, the fatherless, and the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place. Being a follower of Jesus means that we must be people who stand for justice and stand against powerful people who commit oppressive acts against other people. We are called to stand alongside people who are powerless, who are weak, and have no capacity to protect themselves or to advance their interests. The Lord desires that we work in behalf of the people who are marginalized in our present society, yung mga tinatawag na nasalaylayan ng ating lipunan. Let us expand the scope of our love, our mercy and compassion. Let us open the doors of our hearts to people who are not closely related to us. As followers of Jesus, let us have a greater concern for the needs and concerns of people who need our help, and share whatever we have to those who have the least. Let's help protect the powerless and defend the defenseless. As we do the work of justice and righteousness in behalf of the poor, the fatherless, and the widows, the weak and the powerless, keep in mind, faith matters too.